Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Bushman and Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Bolton Tire and Steelstone, Main Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson and Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Winslow High School, and welcome to schoolgirl first round basketball action here on WHOU.live. I'm Dale Duff. Travis Lasarchik is sports reporter for the Central Maine newspapers. Great to have you here, Travis.
Happy to be here, Dale. Thanks for having me.
Good matchup here today. Let's start with the homestanding number 6 seed Winslow Black Raiders. State champions in field hockey weeks ago in the fall and right back in the postseason here.
Yeah, Dale, this is a team where 7 of these players played on that state championship field hockey team last fall. Players like Silver Kluke, Bodie Littlefield, who are 2 of the leaders on this team now. These are kids who are used to big games. They've taken on the attitude of their head coach, Brenda Beckwith, and that they're going to be gritty, tough, hard-nosed basketball, defense first, and going to be in your face for the entire game.
Black Raiders are 13-5. Of course, they play in the KVAC, Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference, and the Caribou Vikings, of course, playing in the Big East Conference. And they come in with a record of 6-12. One of the players that we're going to watch here tonight is Paige Espling, a double-double machine. Huh?
Yeah, and these teams played twice in the regular season, Winslow taking each game. It's kind of rare to get that conference matchup where you've played each other twice in the regular season.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. We're glad you're with us here. It's just part of a big night of high school basketball here on WHOU Live. We're going to take a 3-minute break here in the pregame show. We'll get you the starters and we'll get you underway live here from Winslow High School.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on Maine Care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality healthcare. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
So you sit in with, fact is, I saw a tweet or something the other day with the bad weather or something. When do you sit in with Mike?
From 8 to 9 every Friday morning. It's fun. There's always something to talk about.
And we welcome you back here to the Winslow Gymnasium. And I'm Dale Duff, Travis Lesargic from Central Maine Newspapers with us here as well on the broadcast. And we were just commenting off air, Travis, not much work getting done around Winslow because they're all coming here. This place is filling up in a hurry.
Mansfield Gym packed up pretty quickly here.
Now, I was going to ask that next. So it's been a while since I've been in here. So it is Mansfield Gymnasium?
Yes.
Named after
Mr. Mansfield. I wish I could give you more of the detail, a former coach, I suppose.
This gym and this athletic program is just unbelievable, isn't it? I mean,
they take a lot of pride in their Black Raiders.
Football,
field hockey, boys basketball has been on a good run lately. Baseball and softball. The girls track team recently took the indoor Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference title, so all kinds of sports have been having success here at Winslow.
And a lot of these players, the Silver Klukies, as you mentioned, Bodie Littlefield, and they're all members of a lot of those programs. They got a lot of three-sport athletes here, student athletes.
Definitely.
Well, we're just about 4 minutes away from getting everything started as the teams warm up. Talking with Caribou coach Kayla Brown, they left. I'm quite sure she said they left at either 10 or 10:30 this morning.
It's a full day.
Yeah. They did stop, I think, for a bite to eat. I think she said in the Bangor area or something. But I mean, it's a long bus ride down from Caribou, and I don't think anybody's offering any excuses.
No.
And I would say that if anybody knows how to travel well, it's Caribou and Presque Isles of the world.
Yeah, all those county schools are used to it. It's a fact of life. You have to travel. Caribou making the longest trip of any team in the prelims today.
It is, huh?
Longest trip of any team, about 450 miles round trip, excuse me.
Because I was wondering about that. There was, I think, a Jonesport Beals to Ashland.
And that's slightly less. I looked it up I did some mileage checking yesterday for a piece I wrote for today's paper. And the shortest trip, of course, is the Caribou to Madison girls basketball game, which will be tonight at 6:30. That's 15 miles round trip. I think they might hit one red light along the way.
Yeah. Well, it is the season, and every team here is happy to get on a bus and to travel because it's postseason time. This first round, unless you got a bye, now this is Class B North, and the top four teams, Herman, Waterville, Presque Isle, and Old Town, all got byes. So they get some extra days here to practice. Everybody else, number 5 down through number 12, has to play either tonight or tomorrow. And you've got to win this one to get to the Cross Center starting on Friday afternoon. So
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Presque Isle coaches and players who made the long trip down to scout this game because the winner will face Presque Isle on Friday afternoon.
That's a good point. By the way, while we talk about some of those other games, this is a 4 o'clock start time. It's a very early start time, obviously, because of the distance. But we've got more action coming your way on WHOU.live at 6 o'clock tonight. The Foxcroft girls will be at Holton. That's number 12 versus a number 5. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, it's Ellsworth at MDI. They just finished playing their last regular season game against each other just last week. That's going to be a 7 o'clock tip time. And then in the Class C ranks tonight, right here on WHOU.live at 6 o'clock, both games, George Stevens Academy travels up to Fort Fairfield. That's Blue Hill to Fort. That's
another
haul.
one. Yeah. Pack a lunch.
And Searsport to Central Aroostook up in Mars Hill. That's a 6 versus 11 matchup, and that will be a 6 o'clock start time for you there as well. And you can check out all the action live on WHOU.live. Our pregame show brought to you by J. McLaughlin Construction. The teams have finished their warm-ups, and now we'll get ready for our opening starting lineups and get things underway here. By the way, one of the officials here today is, Julie Bradstreet from Mars Hill, 2,000-point scorer, one of the
great player in her own right,
and
now a very good official.
Maine Basketball Hall of Famer.
For attending today's KVAC pre-elimination game between the Caribou Vikings and your Winslow.
They're calling it a pre-elimination game.
You can church it up anyway. It's a preliminary round game.
It is, but it does count as a tournament game, and all the statistics count as a tournament statistics. And we've always struggled a little bit as to what to call it. You know, it's tournament, it's round one.
Yeah. I've always called it a prelim game, and nobody's corrected me. And if they do, I still call it a prelim game.
It's kind of like the what do they call the first 4 games of March Madness?
Yeah, the they're prelim games too, but they call them the first round. It always confused me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
all right, let's get ready to meet the lineups.
The Caribou Vikings.
Caribou Vikings coming in here, the 11 seed at 6-12, and Kim Susi, a senior. Taylor Skidgel is a senior.
Number 14, senior,
Paige Espling is a senior, post player, 12 points, 12 rebounds a game. And Selena Savage, just a freshman. She dishes out the ball a lot, also scores a lot. And Taylor LeBrecq, a senior there. So they will start 4 seniors and a freshman for Coach Kayla Brown. And now for the Winslow Black Raiders under Hall of Fame coach Brenda Beckwith, who not just honored for her coaching, but she was a heck of a player at Lawrence High School.
Very good player at Lawrence High School.
And in college. Lauren Roy is a junior player. Bodie Littlefield is a junior. Silver Kluke is a senior player. So Mariah Morrison is a senior. And Grace Smith is the other starter. So 3 seniors and 2 juniors. So really, other than Selena Savage from Caribou, it's a very much of a veteran team. All right, before we get things underway here, let's pause and let's get our national anthem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask you all to please stand, remove your hats, and honor this great nation and community with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs
Nicely done over there. I'm sure it was choreographed, but when I saw the PA announcer just hand the microphone to somebody in the audience, I said, what's going on?
Contest to who gets to do the anthem at Winslow Day. Better than the 50-50. The Winslow student section looks like it's ready to be boisterous, Dale.
Yeah, they're known to be loud and proud over there.
Definitely.
They've had a lot of experience. See one kid over there in the front row with his football helmet on. What are the chances he's really number 54?
I hope he doesn't need it.
Yeah. All right, here we go as we get the postseason underway for the 2019-2020 season. You'll watch a lot of them right here on WHOU.live, and Caribou controls that opening tip, and we are underway. Man-to-man defense here for the Black Raiders as Caribou goes to work. Lebrec at the high post. Now Susie on the wing to Savage. They swing it around the perimeter here. Good player-to-player defense here. Inside, Espling turns and shoots and hits the back of the rim, and it's one and done for the Vikes.
If the Caribou Vikings are going to have any success, they're going to have to get that inside game going.
Here's a drive to the hole there by Kluge, and she gets tripped up on the play and will get a couple of free throws here. Schedule is going to get called for the foul, and the senior Kluge at the line here. And can't get that one to go. Everything but drop down. She had, as I recall, a bunch of goals in the regional final. You were there covering it at Hamden, and I was there. Didn't she have 2 or 3 goals in that?
She's quite the field hockey player, along with she and Bodie Littlefield. Bodie's actually going to join her older sister, Wesley, at Ohio University and play field hockey.
Oh, that's D1 Ohio U, right?
Ohio University in a couple years, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Just about one more year to go here for Winslow.
All right, 1 out of 2. Espling to the hole, and she will score. She's by far the tallest player on the court, averaging 12 points, 12 rebounds, and she's got another rebound right there.
Got one there, and if Caribou can exploit that size advantage, they can stick around with the Black Raiders today.
A little over a minute played here in this game. And it's 2-1 Vikes with the ball. The feed in, that's going to go out of bounds. Right idea, just not quite the execution.
No, Winslow's got Grace Smith defending Espling right now. We'll see if she gets any help, but right now it's just simple man-to-man.
And from three-point range, the shot there missed by Morrison, by Kluge rather, and it's rebounded here by the Vikings, leading 2-1, nearing the 2-minute mark played. Espling on the wing now, played there by Savage, and up top to Schedule. Espling has a fumble. Trapped in the corner there, but gets rid of it. And now Lebrec will turn and score. Taylor Lebrec, the senior.
Things made easy for her when her defender fell there.
4-1 early in this one. And it is Kluge again from long range. Can't dial it in, goes straight out of bounds.
That's 2 she's missed so far, but she's not missing by much. She's hitting the back of the rim, which is kind of where you want to, if you're going to miss, that's kind of where you want to miss.
By the way, this Winslow team comes in having won its last 5 games. Caribou dropped its last 2 games of the regular season.
Yeah, Winslow hasn't lost since a tough overtime loss to Waterville, their big rival.
You covered that game. That was quite a game, huh?
Yeah, Winslow had a lead for much of the night, and Waterville came back and tied it late and then won in overtime, and here goes Winslow on the break.
After the turnover, taking it strong is Grace Smith, and she gets fouled and will get a couple of free throws. 2 early turnovers here against Caribou, but they've got the lead at 4-1. And the gym goes very quiet for the hometown free throws here. First one is good. And now second one is true as well. So all 3 points for the Black Raiders early from the foul line. Caribou leads 4-3 in the ball here. And good defense. Almost batted away and stolen by Lauren Roy, but it'll stay Vikes ball.
That's a key for Winslow. Get those turnovers, get into transition, and get easy buckets.
As they work it around the perimeter. And with it is Savage to LeBrecq in the corner. Uh-oh, got to get rid of it there. Look at that defense, 5-second call. She just had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go with it. Silver Kluge now doing a good job on Espling defending her, so it looks like Winslow, Brenda Beckwith's going to mix it up in that matchup. 3
early turnovers here against the Vikings. They lead by 1. Now inside, Olivia McCaslin just into the game here, and she's going to get fouled. This will be a non-shooting situation, and it'll be out of bounds on the baseline here from Littlefield, or from Kluge. Out high, she gets back and takes the shot from the corner, but that's short. And with the rebound is Schedel. They try to feed into Espling, and they can't quite get the turnover. Good effort there by Grace Smith, but she stepped out of bounds.
And Black Raiders doing a great job so far getting into those passing lanes, making everything tough for Caribou on the offensive end.
Now, good pass in. LeBrecq can't get the roll. Rebound is brought down by the Black Raiders. The number 6 seed, 13-5. And how about that one? That's Bodie Littlefield, and that's the first tray of the day. Guess we'll call it the day or the afternoon where it's a 4 o'clock tip time.
Is this a matinee?
Yeah, late day game. Now Espling gets tied up.
That's 4 turnovers, I believe now.
Well, clearly Coach Beckwith and company understand they're collapsing any time Paige Espling touches the ball, right?
Yeah, they're pretty much daring Caribou to take the perimeter shot. And right now it doesn't look like Caribou has any interest in doing that.
6-4 now. Winslow with a lead. New player in the game is WHOU. Jenna WHOU misses on a three-pointer, and then a push on the rebounding effort goes against Winslow. And it's going to be on WHOU. I think she knew the shot was not going to go and kind of pushed away
nice
to try to get the rebound.
Following her shot, but you can't go over the back of someone to do it.
By the way, first foul here on Winslow. Caribou has committed 3 as we get past the halfway mark of the opening quarter in this first round action, Class B North. Winslow leads by 2, but the Vikings with possession. Savage gets it off on the wing. That shot by Schedel won't go, and then look at that muscle tussle for the rebound. They're going to call it a held ball. And on the possession arrow, it'll stay Caribou ball. And hang on just a second.
No, they do have it right. It was Winslow ball in the last tied-up possession, so this should be Caribou ball.
They just switched it quickly. I think the official is saying don't switch the arrow until the play comes in, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure that everyone's on the same page.
Yep.
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah. Yep. They've got the right arrow, just a little quick on switching
just jump
the
the
arrow.
gun on it.
Yeah. No problem.
These early starts are new for everybody.
Yes. All right, Caribou throws and Espling gets it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 defenders.
Black Raiders on it. Yep.
And a travel call here against Savage. And that's the 5th turnover in less than the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. If that continues, Caribou's in for a long day.
6-4 now. Winslow with the ball and the lead. On the baseline, Trying to carve out a little room is Smith, but her shot is partially blocked. And back away comes with it Caribou. Trying to get this game tied. Maybe a lead of one with a three-pointer. Inside, Espling turns 4 players around this time, and another tie-up. Grace Smith ties her up. This time, possession arrow to the Black Raiders.
And as good as the Black Raiders are doing to collapse onto Espling, they're doing a nice job making sure they get out on the Caribou shooters. Nobody's getting an open look.
Now Smith from the baseline. That won't go. Rebound McCaslin. That's going to miss, but she got hacked on the arm. And so the junior McCaslin will get a couple of free throws. This will be free throws number 5 and 6 in this first quarter here for Winslow. And the first one goes. McCaslin and WHOU, first 2 players off the bench for Coach Beckwith. And now the second one hits the back of the rim and Caribou rebounds. 7-4 now. Winslow leads by 3. Caribou with the ball and Schedule with a shot. Or Savage, rather, with a shot, misses. Rebound, though, by the Vikes, and they'll have another chance. And how about the dribble drive and stolen away? Quick hands of Winslow get a 7th turnover here against the Vikings.
And a good job by the Vikings to get back on defense and prevent that transition chance for the Black Raiders.
They do not get the shot to drop either, and no harm, no foul on the turnover there. And again, quick hands by Lauren Roy knocks it out of bounds. Winslow's defensively, they're just all over the Vikes, huh?
They're a defensive-oriented team. They don't give up a lot of points. You have to earn it. And with Caribou, a team that doesn't score a lot of points, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I think they've only scored 50. 4 times. So
they take a lot of threes, but they don't make a whole lot of them, only shooting about 23%. There's Espling, and she got whacked. She was trying to pass out of the post and inadvertently got whacked there. It's a non-shooting situation.
That's going to happen when you're playing tight defense. You're going to maybe play too tight once in a while.
And so throw in from the baseline here for the Vikes. And it comes in to Emily Collins, just in off the bench, and she scores. And she made a nice cut and good pass. And it's back to a 1-point thing. Winslow by 1 and the ball. And with it is Roy. Good ball movement to the baseline. Smith, they almost dare her to shoot, and she makes it.
That 12 to 15-foot jumper is almost a dinosaur in today's game where everyone's either going to make the layup or the 3.
That's so true. All right, Caribou now down by 3 with that ball, and we're nearing the 1-minute mark in this opening quarter. And Collins trying to work around a defender, had it slapped out of her hands and out of bounds. Collins, a junior player. Schedule will throw in from the baseline. And it goes to Collins again. And they'll pass outside. Good bounce pass to Collins, and she lays it up and in. How about that Selena Savage pass?
That's a pretty nice move there to get a wide open layup.
Savage, by the way, averaging about 2.5 assists per game. Another foul here goes against, they're going to get travel first. Good job of officiating there. Kind of see which one happened first.
Working together and make sure you get it right.
And so I have Winslow down I have them down as the first turnover of the game. For Winslow.
I'm trying to think if they had another one earlier, but I can't recall one.
I've been trying to keep track of it here, but I think that's it. All right, half a minute to go in this opening quarter, round 1 of the tournament action here. And Winslow by 1, but the Vikings with the ball, and look at that long-range shot. Susie comes up short, Rebounded by Winslow. Student section giving her the business there. And the shot from Kluge is missed. And McCaslin follow-up. She gets fouled, or she's going to get called for the player control. Yes. Well, there's the second turnover.
Back-to-back possessions is not the way that Brenda Beckwith wants to see her team end the quarter, and I'm sure they'll hear about it in about 9 seconds.
Yeah. 9 seconds and counting here in this opening quarter. 1 point Winslow lead. Can they get off the last shot? They will. It's not much of one, and it's short by Savage. And so 1 quarter is in the books. It's playoff time. It's Winslow 9 and Caribou 8. This is WHOU.live. 60-second break.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA Indoor Turf Facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
Well, back here at Winslow High School, I'm Dale Duff along with Travis Lesargic. He's the sports reporter for the Central Maine newspaper. Covers a lot of the high school and college stuff here in Central Maine, the KVC. That's where we are here today as the Vikings travel down. Espling goes low to Collins. Does a pretty good job keeping her pivot foot, but spends too much time in the paint.
Couldn't find a shot, couldn't find an open pass, and ends up with another Caribou turnover.
Want to remind you, Coastal Auto Parts is your local Napa Auto Parts dealer, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
There's a turnover.
There's one there, and coast to coast goes Susie, and she gets pushed in the back there at the end and will get 2 free throws while she does that. The Maine family that cares, they've got stores in Caribou, Prescott, Holton, and East Millinocket. Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer.
That's Bayou's second foul now for Winslow.
She's going to check out of the game, and Lauren Roy will come back in. Foul shot is good by Susie, and that ties the game at 9. And now a chance to grab the lead, but can't do it. And here comes Winslow. McCaslin for 3. Back of the iron. Rebound put back. Smith, no. McCaslin, no. McCaslin, yes. How about that?
Doing the dirty work under the glass and getting the reward for it.
Off the bench, she has 3 points. And a lead of 2 for Winslow in the first minute of the second quarter.
Almost another steal there.
And look at that.
And they're calling the foul.
And they're going to get it on Kluge, saying she kind of came across the arm to get that steal. And
no, it's going against Caribou.
Oh. So, interesting. Okay. That
was against Collins. I guess. Yeah.
So that's going to be her first, and it is Caribou's 5th. Winslow has committed 4 fouls here. Winslow leads by 2, and Littlefield dishes to Smith, and she's got the bucket.
Smith with another one of those little baseline jumpers.
6 points for Grace Smith, the senior, and it's a 4-point lead. Oh, look at that, up and under. Nicely done. That's Selena Savage, the freshman. And trying to answer. The Black Raiders are one and done, and now going to get a reach-in foul there. And that's going to go against Smith, and she kind of knows it as she walks down the floor.
Kind of avoiding Brenda Beckwith's gaze there.
Yeah.
But go back to Winslow's last possession. Silver Kluge still looking to find her rhythm, find her groove. She's their leading scorer. To only have the 1 point from the line in the first minute of the game and to still have a 2-point lead has got to be big for the Black Raiders because she will get going at some point.
13-11. Winslow leads. Caribou's possession here, and a near steal squirts out of bounds, and it was last touched by Schedule. And the Black Raiders get it back on the 9th turnover of the day.
Be a timeout for Caribou to kind of talk things over here and figure out what can they do to get going.
All right, well, let's grab that 30-second timeout right here. This is WHOU.live.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Hey, want to remind you as we come out of the timeout, more great action coming up here at WHOU.live. Want to check out Foxcroft Holton girls, 6 o'clock. George Stevens Fort Fairfield girls, 6 o'clock. Searsport versus Central Aroostook, 6 o'clock. Or how about Ellsworth MDI? That's a 7 o'clock tip time right here at WHOU.live. Here's a drive out of the timeout. Missed by Kluge. Oh, jeez. Struggled. Rebound here by the Vikes. Inside, Espling's got a position. Banks it. No, can't get it to go. McCaslin clears the rebound.
Good defensive job by McCaslin to keep her out of the paint, make her take a shot maybe she didn't want to, and then box out and get the rebound.
Oh, great pass by Littlefield, but the ball was blocked on McCaslin. And then a tie-up.
I believe that's Espling's second block today, so it's going to be tough to get things going inside for Winslow.
I had her. She was among the Big East Conference leaders, I think, averaging a little over 2 blocks a game. Oh, look at that. That's Bodie Littlefield, straight on lefty.
Bodie says it's okay, Silver, if you're cold. I'm feeling it, so I'll take it for now.
Her second tray of the day and a 5-point lead. Espling trying to answer, back rims it. And here comes Littlefield. Stops, pops, and gets it. Oh, that's Kluge.
Maybe that'll be the one, Dale, that gets her going.
Silver, Kluge. Her first field goal. She's got 3 points. And all of a sudden now, the Black Raiders have their biggest lead at 7 points. Espling misses. Rebounded by Collins. Outside it goes. Bouchard misses. And rebounded by the Black Raiders. Kluge swings it to Littlefield. Now McCaslin at the 3-point arc. Misses. And a weak side rebound. Stolen away. Put up and in by Littlefield.
Winslow on an 11-2 run to start this quarter, Dale.
How about that? 11-2. They lead by 9. Number 6 leading number 11 here in Class B North. And now a little excuse me offense, but the shot is going to be missed by Susie.
Pass a little too far ahead in that transition game that Winslow likes to get going.
I've got them down now, Winslow, for 4 turnovers. Not bad, particularly for their style of play. Want to get up and down some.
Yeah.
But
the fact that they force twice as many as they commit, it's got to be a good thing for them.
All of a sudden here, it is Winslow by 8. Espling has her shot blocked. Recovered down low. That's Schedule. She can't get the shot
That's not
up.
something that Espling's used to, having her shot blocked. She's usually the one doing the swatting.
Winslow substitution number 15, Gary Smith.
And after all of that action underneath there, it was off of a Winslow player. So Schedule throws in, or tries to throw into Espling, but picked up now by Susie. Now Espling quickly turns and gets fouled. That's the whole thing, is before the reinforcements come on defense, Caribou's got to get her the ball, and she's got to commit to the move, right?
Yeah, and if she can get to the line and make some easy ones here, just to get, they need a spark of some sort, and maybe this will be it.
Foul is going to go on Grace Smith. Uh-oh, that's going to be 3 fouls on her. And at the line, Espling misses the first one. So Grace Smith is going to check out.
Carly Pomelo seeing her first action of the game for Winslow now.
She's just a sophomore, Pomelo. Second free throw is good for Espling. She's got 3 points. And that's the first one in a while here for the Caribou Vikings. Down by 8. Winslow goes to work on offense. Littlefield crossover dribble. Bank shot is good.
She didn't call glass, but I don't think they're going to count it against her.
That's 7 points early. Not so much early in this second quarter, but pretty impressive. Collins can't hang on to it. No, I think they're going to change that one. That's going to be Winslow ball. Yeah. Just because I had the perfect angle, I could see it go off of the Collins, off of her leg. So that's going to be the 10th turnover here in the half against Caribou. Just too many turnovers. We're under 3 minutes to go here before halftime. 22-12. It's the first double-digit lead here for the Black Raiders playing at home. Here's Littlefield. The 3 is short. Long rebound is tracked down by Bouchard. Up ahead. It's going to be a strong take by Savage, and they're going to say player control foul on her.
A little out of control as she made that move, and it could have maybe even been a travel before that.
But it'll go in the stat sheet as a 11th turnover. And 2.5 minutes to go until halftime here.
Can't give away so many possessions in the playoff game.
Now Kluge stops, shoots, gets it. So that's 2 field goals in the last couple of minutes for Silver Kluge.
Yeah, she's not making her threes, but she's creating some shots and sticking with it, and it's helping Winslow kind of pull away here.
They lead by 12. Over the top pass. Collins does keep it in to a teammate, but not for long. Littlefield's got the steal and got the hoop. And Coach Brown is going to spend a timeout right here, and she needs to.
Yeah, this is quickly getting away from the Vikings. They need to settle down and just take it a possession by a time and try to get back into this before the half.
Right now, a 14-point lead for Winslow. We'll take a 60-second timeout here, and this is WHOU.live.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
All right, back here at Winslow High School. Dale Duff, Travis Lesargic with you as out of the timeout, they get the ball to Espling, and she tries a little dribble drive move, and it pays off for the Vikings. She draws the foul.
And if she can make her free throws, just little things like that could help them cut into this deficit.
I think it might be a good idea to let her try to do something with the ball on a drive, because they're just swarming her defensively, trying to get the entry pass, right?
Yeah, the Black Raiders know that everything kind of starts and ends with her, so they have to contain her, and they've done a good job so far.
right, first foul shot good. Second one is missed. And it's 26-13. We're down to the final 90 seconds of a real fast first half of action here. First game of the tourney time. First round action. And Winslow. And back with it now comes Skidgel and company. Inside, Espling counted and one. That's a great up and under move by Paige Espling.
That's exactly what Caribou needs right now. That's how they're going to get back into this game.
So McCaslin has 2 fouls. On the bench with 3 is Grace Smith. Let's see if that comes into play a little bit later on. And McCaslin's going to check out. Palmer coming back in, you say, and Espling will get one from the line here. And the shot is good. So that's 5 points in this quarter for Espling, 7 for the game. And it becomes a 10-point differential here for the moment. 26-16 and 55 seconds and counting in the second quarter. Inside it goes. Pomelo back out to Littlefield. 3. Yes. Man, oh man, what a second quarter for her.
It was a modest little 4-0 run for Caribou, and then Bodie Littlefield takes care of it with one long 3.
A dozen points for Littlefield in this quarter. Another steal, and Roy has her shot blocked and taken away. Littlefield now with 15 first half points. She's got 15 of their 29 points. Caribou going to hold for the final shot of the half. Down by 13, Espling with it. And what's she going to do? Split the defense and get that contact. I think if you're Caribou, I think that's the right thing to do. Let her see if she can kind of get a little crease in the defense and try it.
And frankly, nothing else is working for the Vikings right now.
By the way, that foul comes with just 4 seconds to play in the half. And the first foul shot is good. Espling from the foul line came into the game 35 of 61. All right, second free throw. Good, and look at that one go. How about that? Bodie Littlefield.
Not wanting to see this half end. She is on fire offensively for Winslow right now.
Unbelievable second half, and that 3 at the buzzer makes it 32-18 halfway through this one. Bodie Littlefield in that second quarter had 3 threes and 3 2-point baskets.
15 points.
15 points. And Caribou had 10 in the quarter. So Littlefield herself outscored Caribou 15-10.
Yeah, she paced a Winslow offense that scored 23 points in that quarter to pull into a nice double-digit lead here.
How about that? All right, well, let's stop. We'll catch our breath. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout here. And when we come back, I'll talk to Travis a little bit and kind of get a little feel on some of the KVAC teams. He covers a lot of the Kennebec Valley teams down here in the Central Maine area. So we'll get to that and a lot more. First, the halftime timeout. Our halftime is brought to you by Katahdin Trust. And you're watching Tournament High School Basketball on WHOU.live.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Smyrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Holton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken, combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
WHOU would like to thank our student staff for all their hard work this season. We employed 17 students who worked every aspect of our broadcast. This includes camera, production, play-by-play, and much more. The support of our sponsors and WHOU.live subscribers allows us to hire and train these great students. They are our next generation of employees, and we are proud of the work they've done. Be sure to thank them when you see them at tournaments, and thanks again for your support.
Katahdin Trust, proud to support student athletes and their parents since 1918.
As we welcome you back here to Winslow High School, I'll tell you what, it's just a fan fest out there. It was amazing. They brought the balls out on the floor in the ball rack, and all the kids come down out of the stands, and they have to take their shoes off. Everybody's playing in socks. But everybody's having a great time. I guess if you want to shoot, come on down.
It's easy to have a great time when your team's up 14 at the half, right, Dale?
There you go.
Winslow fans are quite happy today.
32-18. That's the score here. Winslow, the number 6 seed, leading the number 11 seed here halfway through this one. And just some of the quick numbers here. Bodie Littlefield, 15 points in that second quarter. She's got 18 of their 32 points. Grace Smith has a half a dozen. Silver Kluke has 5. And McCaslin has 3. They only turned the ball over 4 times. And for Caribou, Paige Espling got going just a little bit there in that late second quarter. She has 9 points. Emily Collins off the bench with 4. Savage has got 2, and Lebrecq has 2, and Susie has a free throw. But their problem, among other things, they turned the ball over 13 times, Travis.
Yeah, a lot of those are forced by this really strong Winslow defense, but some unforced errors too. A pass that might be a little too strong, or a 3-second call, offensive foul charges, things like that. They've got to tighten that up. It's going to get late pretty quickly here for the Vikings if they don't tighten that up.
Well, let's talk about some of the other teams down in this KVAC Central Maine area. We're going to start with Hamden girls number 1, Gardner girls number 2. They met one time on the season, and it was a thriller, huh?
Yeah, it went kind of back and forth throughout the game, and then Hamden pulled away and took, I think, 38-31, 38-33. 2 very good defensive teams, deservingly at the top 2 seeds, and what should be a tight Class A North tournament, I think. You can't count out a good Messalonski team, a good Lawrence team. Should be an interesting field.
That's Class A girls. I did want to mention Class AA North. Bangor girls are in and will host as part of a doubleheader, boys-girls doubleheader tomorrow night, starting at 5. We will have both games for you from Red Berry Gym right here on WHOU.live. 5 o'clock, Bangor girls will take on Lewiston. And then at 6:30, the Bangor boys will take on Oxford Hills. So that'll be a lot of fun there. Some of the other teams, let's stay on the boys' side a little bit. You've seen Coney, you've seen Messalonski and Class A's. What about some of those KVAC teams?
Yeah, I think
can anybody beat Hamden? I
think a few teams could beat Hamden. I think Coney showed that they can play with Hamden when they only lost to them 81-76 in the second match when they played in Augusta a few weeks ago. They have two of the best players in the state. I think should be a couple of the finalists for Mr. Basketball, and Coney's Simon McCormick and Hamden's Bryce Lozier.
Yeah.
When those two guys go at it, they're fun to watch.
All right. Well, the two teams are back out on the floor here warming up. We got to get in another break because we're going to get cooking here in the second half. Let's take our 2-minute break here, and when we come back, it's going to be third quarter action. Our score is Winslow 32, Caribou 18. You're watching it live on WHOU.live.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12-passenger limousines and a 20-passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in-state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Holton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
Don't get flush traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192. We all know Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock. Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. Steelstone Industries is your aggregate supplier. You can visit Steelstone Industries at 154 Steelstone Street in Holton.
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Holton, Sherman, Stacyville, Calais, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need. Pioneer Broadband.
And we get the second half underway. Caribou's first possession is a Paige Espling bucket. She kind of picks up Travis right where she left off.
Yeah, she has to right now. That's the only thing that's working for Caribou offensively, and you can't make up a 14-point deficit overnight, so you just got to kind of pick away at it.
McCaslin launches a three. That's going to miss. And the rebound by Susie. Up ahead, Espling will stop and pop, this time short. And the ball gets tipped back into the hands of Kluke. And she'll give it up to Littlefield. Here we go again. Bodie Littlefield have a game.
On a day when Sylvie Kluke, your best shooter usually, doesn't have her shot, it's got to be nice for Brenda Beckwith to have a player like Bodie Littlefield who can step up now with, I think, 21 points.
21. Look at that pass. Good entry pass. Goes to Lebrecq, and she scores. She had the first basket of the day for Caribou, and got another one there. McCaslin straight to the hole, partially blocked by Espling. And Susie and company, gonna lose it? No, gonna stay. Viking ball right in front of their bench.
Smith coming in with 3 fouls. Let's see if she can not pick up that 4th quickly.
Yeah, we'll monitor that one. Smith, number 15 in white. All right, Caribou trying to mount a comeback here. Espling over the top and can't quite get it into Lebrecht. And they're going to say Lebrecht was the last to touch.
Another turnover for Caribou. That's what they absolutely cannot have.
14 of them. And we're early in the third quarter here. Now Kluge launches 3. That's going to miss. The rebound is controlled by Smith, and she gets fouled. The question is, was she in the act or on the gather?
So. I think she was on the rebound trying to find a place to pass the ball.
It is on Susie, and it is on the gather, so a throw in from the baseline there. And it goes to Kluge, turns and shoots, misses. Smith follow up, no, and it goes out of bounds. Boy, Smith was dangerous. I think she immediately when she reached for the ball over the back, you could see, no, don't do that.
When the whistle blew, she was wondering if that was going to be on her, and she'd be spending some more time on the bench.
Good bounce pass by Susie. How about that?
She's obviously not playing timidly.
And here comes Littlefield again.
She missed one, so she is human.
Yeah. After all, inside, she's got it down low. Passes out of it. Now Smith to the hole. Look at that swat away by Espling.
Espling just altered that shot just by being there.
Yeah, she's been a nice player here for the Vikings. Sure, she's getting consideration for Big East Conference honors. There's going to be a foul. She took it strong to the hole. And the foul here is going to be on Smith.
That's her 4th.
And out she comes, and back in comes McCaslin. And probably for Smith. It's the last we'll see of her for a while here, particularly with Brenda Beckwith's team with a 13-point lead. 4 fouls on her. All right, Caribou goes to work, and it's a strip, and back comes Kluge ahead of the pack, and she scores. That is great defense turned into offense.
Defense into transition basketball, easy layup.
37-22. It's a 15-point lead. Espling over the top. Lebrecht gets fouled.
Caribou continue to pound it inside, try to make things happen.
Lebrecht will have a chance at the foul line for the first time today. Again, more great action coming up here on WHOU.live streaming. 6 o'clock, 3 different choices of games. And a 7 o'clock game, which is the Ellsworth MDI game, 7 o'clock. And then right back at it tomorrow with a lot of boys action. And foul shots missed.
It's a busy time of year, Dale, but it's a great time of year.
It really is.
People like us, it's just a blast to catch all these great games.
I always say this, you get through whole tournaments and then you wake up one morning and it's March.
Yeah, I'll sleep in March.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go from Augusta to Bangor and Portland, and you never know what you're going to see.
So true. Here's a shot from the wing. That's missed. McCaslin gets fouled. Espling will get her there, and McCaslin will get to the line here and shoot 2.
Winslow getting so many second chances this half.
You're saying you never know what you're going to see. How about for the first time in 50 years, the Caribou boys team last year, huh?
Exactly.
Whew. What were the chances? I said this all the way through it. What are the chances on the 50th anniversary of the Mike Thurston shot they would actually win it for the first time again?
And how many people didn't give him a chance against Herman in the Eastern Maine game anyway?
All right, 1 out of 2 from the foul line for McCaslin. She's got 4 points, and Winslow has a 16-point lead. That jumper's going to miss, and the Vikes can't keep it in. And almost halfway through this third quarter, Winslow is kind of wearing down the Vikes here.
Yeah,
good.
Just keep building their lead. They can take their time, get the right shot.
Good cut by Kluke. Puts it up and in.
If the threes aren't falling, go to attack the basket.
9 points for Silver Kluke. And now from the wing, that shot is missed by Schedule and will go out of bounds. Caribou just struggling to come up with some answers.
Yeah, it just feels like Winslow's like a Bodie Littlefield 3 away from just putting this one out of reach.
Well, Kluke with it here. She'll try a 3. Back rims that one. And Renee Stubbs, senior, just into the game, gets the rebound.
She had her right down the middle and didn't see her.
Here's LeBrecq. Cross-court pass intended for Espling, picked off. Here's Kluke, stops, misses the jumper. And Stubbs trying to come away with the rebound. Going to call it a held ball, tie-up. And it's going to stay Winslow here on the alternating possession. 3:23 left in this third quarter. Full house here at Mansfield Gymnasium. And Silver Kluke strong to the hole again, draws contact, and she'll shoot 2. By the way, the winner of this game, we're going to get a timeout here. The winner of this game plays the first game of the quarterfinal rounds on Friday. We'll talk about that, but let's get a break in here now. 60-second timeout, and you're listening and you're watching WHOU.live.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
It's your winning 50-50 amount over at the table near the door. Caribou foul. Now we have Winslow's number 11, Silver Kluke, on the foul line.
Hi, back here in Winslow. Silver Kluke is going to be on the line, shooting 2. First, they're going to try to clear up a little wet spot.
Coach Beckwith does everything.
She can do
mops
everything.
The floor. She coaches the team.
You know, we know her maybe best from basketball. Takes a bow from the student body who gives her applause. But her field hockey coaching success is unparalleled.
Unmatched.
Well, maybe Paula Dowdy at Skowhegan.
Okay,
but
give it.
But
Paul was the gold standard, but the
yeah.
team Brenda had in the late 90s that didn't give up a goal all season. That's insane.
A state championship team, Winslow Black Raiders, coached by Brenda, never allowed a goal all year.
Yeah, that was 1998 or 9, I think.
All right, Kluke has no luck at all from the foul line, misses 2, but they clear the rebound, and she's gutted again. Passes to the corner. McCaslin can't get that one to go. Ends up with the rebound, though. And they've got another chance. Into her, up and in. Oh, Olivia McCaslin just kept working hard and forced the issue, and will try maybe for a three-point play.
3 chances at the basket on that possession for the Black Raiders.
And it's up to a 20-point lead with a chance to make it 21. And the first the shot is missed.
That's 4 free throws in a row the Black Raiders have missed. Now, they've been bitten by poor foul shooting in the past. Regional semifinal game against Mount Desert Island last year at the Cross Center, and they missed free throws down the stretch. MDI able to send it to overtime and win it. Winslow felt like they let a chance to maybe go to the state game, get away, because MDI went on and beat Waterville in the regional final.
Traveling call there goes against Susie. And it's going to be turnover number 18. By the way, 2 years ago, Winslow won the state championship in Class B. Shot is from three-point range by Roy, but short. And here come the Vikings. Little Euro step move there. That's going to miss.
They won that state title as, I think, a 5 seed coming out of the North.
That's right, they did.
Now they're a 6. It's not unusual to see these lower seeded teams make a run.
Ball knocked out of bounds. This is the anniversary year, I want to say 20 years ago, 2000. I may be wrong on my number of years, but it's 20 or 25 years ago. The Hamden boys, there's another turnover against Caribou. Hamden boys, from the number 9 spot, went to Mount Blue.
I think that was 2005 or 6. So
was it? But they went all the way to the states.
They beat Deering in the state game. I think that might have been the last Class A state game at the old Bangor Auditorium.
You know, you're right. So that would have been.
We might be looking at the 15th anniversary.
15th anniversary.
That Hamden team kind of started this run that they've been on since, where they're a consistent contender.
And they beat everybody. They beat Brewer. They beat Bangor. Hamden boys. That was remarkable. All right, here goes Winslow to work. McCaslin, great game off the bench, but misses that one.
Another offensive rebound.
Yep. Go ahead. Try this one. Nope, that's not going to go. And Espling will clear the rebound. Olivia McCaslin, by the way, just a junior player. 42-22. Black Raiders in control. A minute 20 and counting left here in the third quarter. This was a 4 o'clock start time. Another turnover here. And with it is WHOU. And the shot is going to miss. Espling clears yet another rebound.
If you had told Brenda Beckwith that her team would have a 20-point lead and Silver Kluke would be 0 from 3-point range, she'd call you a lot of names.
And look at that, over the top pass and a good one. Espling finishes the deal and draws the foul for Coach Kayla Brown and the Vikings. Just not enough of that today against these Black Raiders. McCaslin's going to check out, and Lauren Roy comes back in. And foul shot missed by Espling, so she can't complete the three-point play.
Doing their best Neil Diamond impersonation on that free throw.
I heard a little Sweet Caroline over there during the foul shot.
A lot of the Winslow boys team over there, they'll be playing in here tomorrow night against Orono in a prelim game.
And there's a miss by the Black Raiders. Can Caribou come down and score? Well, get the contact. Ashlyn Bouchard, a freshman, she's been coming back from knee issues during the course of the year. Good player, just a freshman, along with Selena Savage, just a freshman.
Future looks like it could be bright for
Kim. And first foul shot is good. She'll have another one. Injury report is brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, or want to get back to work, or just get back to your life, County Physical Therapy can help. 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new one in Bangor. CountyPT.com. Check them out. All right, 2 for 2 from the line. 42-26. And away from the action.
Looks like we had a moving screen.
Savage ends up on the floor, and I think she was put there.
Yeah. Third foul for WHOU.
So WHOU has 3.
That's 2 Black Raiders with 3, and of course Grace Smith with 4. So.
Yeah, and somehow with the scoreboard reading the way it is, no sweat.
Beckwith did not look like she was too concerned.
All right, maybe the final possession of the quarter here is another whistle and a foul. And that's going to put only the 6th foul here against Winslow. So That one goes against Kluge, just her first. Next time Winslow fouls, it'll be 1-1 here for the Vikes. And look at that defense.
Littlefield just not letting that pass get in.
Just smothering defense. Bodie Littlefield and company. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. And the ball in and out of the hands. Caribou does recover. They got 2 seconds. The shot is up, but it's short by Savage. And the third quarter is in the books. Winslow continues to add to their lead. It's 42-26. And the fourth quarter is next after we take a 60-second break here on WHOU.live.
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Colored Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Holton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
And back here at Winslow High School, I'm Dale Duff along with Morning Sentinel sports writer Travis Lesargic. Great to have him along here covering the Winslow Black Raiders, Caribou Vikings here in first round Class B North action.
And with some time to kill in a 16-point lead, Winslow looks like they're happy just to play a little stall ball.
A little Dean Smith four corners here, huh?
Tell you what, the Tar Heels could use Dean Smith right now. They are struggling.
Do get a reach-in foul here. That'll be the 5th foul or 6th foul here against the Vikings. Did you see the overtime game there a couple of nights ago with Duke and North Carolina?
I heard all about it. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. I'm not a Duke supporter in the least.
Oh, yeah.
The world's divided into two kinds of people, Carolina people and Duke people. I'm a Carolina people, Dale.
You know, I don't even know why. I'm kind of a Duke guy.
Oh,
and I think more of a Krzyzewski guy.
Cue the odd couples.
I know. It's amazing we can sit side by side here.
Most guys my age were Carolina fans because of Michael Jordan. I was a Carolina fan because of King Rice, the point guard they had. He came to my Vermont high school when he was at Binghamton High School and played against us in football and destroyed us. So the next year I saw him on TV. I'm like, I remember watching that guy go to the end zone. I'll continue to follow his career.
There you go. It's a good reason.
Yeah.
Everybody has one of those reasons why they follow somebody, whether it's a college team or a pro team. Fact is, I was just talking to one of the fans I know before the game down here, and he's from up in the Corinth area, and I recognized him, and he said he's been down here in this Winslow area for, I think he said 40 years now or something.
Wow.
So,
he's local.
Yeah. All right, Winslow with the ball. Each team now with 6 fouls and make it 7 now against the Vikings, and that'll mean 1-1 here. And Silver Kluge will go to the line. If you're a Caribou, you can't just let him run the four corners weave.
No.
If you have any hope of trying to make a move.
And that free throw breaks that streak of bad luck that the Black Raiders had for a while.
She's got 10 points. Kind of a quiet 10 points. Bodie Littlefield's the one that's been loud. 21 points loud, as a matter of fact. 2 for 2 from the line makes it 44-26. This is the high water mark here for Winslow.
And the Black Raiders still playing pugnacious defense.
Inside, Espling double team, splits the defense and scores. That's 15 hard-earned points for Paige Espling this afternoon.
Hard-earned is the perfect way to put it. They've been on her all day.
6.5 minutes to play here, and a foul, and Schedule is going to foul and going to put Littlefield at the line here. So the winner of this game, and sure looks like it's going to be Winslow, they will play Presque Isle, the Presque Isle girls, the number 3 seed, at 3:30 Friday afternoon at the Cross Center in Bangor. That's a new thing. They're doing a 4-game first session, 1 admission. By the way, that's the best ticket of the week.
Yeah, if you want to see 4 games, here's your chance. And I like, the more games you get to see, the better for you. Get more bang for your buck.
Littlefield makes 1 out of 2, and that one is up and in. Who was that?
Number 2, whose name is
that was Susie.
Kim Susie.
And going to get another foul here, and it's going to send Littlefield to the line again.
You wonder if Coach Beckwith will try to get a quick scouting report on Presque Isle from Coach Brown. She's certainly seen him enough.
Yeah. And by the way, foul shot, front end of the 1-and-1 missed. Presque Isle and Winslow did not play. Caribou and Winslow played twice, home and home.
Yeah. Crossover games between the 2 northern conferences there.
Hyde Espling needs help. And will take that shot high off the backboard. And a little frustration there. She does help Grace Smith that up.
And say no worries.
It will mean Grace Smith foul shots at the other end of the floor. Yeah, these 2 teams, Winslow, Caribou, met back December 14th. And that was a 19-point win. Then they met on the 11th of January, and that was a 17-point win.
And we're seeing pretty much more of the same today out of the matchup.
Yeah, this whole thing is so much about matchups, and sometimes you just don't get good matchups.
Right.
It happens. Good teams, and they don't get a good matchup.
Yeah, Winslow's defense has just been a little too quick for the Vikings today.
2 foul shots, good by Grace. Look at that turnover as Littlefield. Good bounce pass to Kluge. Look at that.
Looks like they've done that.
13 points now for Silver Kluge after a slow start. LeBrack had a good move to the hole, missed, but there's Espling to clean it up. And give Paige Espling now 17 points.
More than half her team's points.
It is a 17-point lead here for the Black Raiders. Now Roy needs help, and I think Coach wanted to keep the possession down on the floor. So timeout on the floor. We'll take a 60-second timeout here with just over 5 minutes to play in the game. And it's Winslow leading big here on WHOU.live.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
The game. That's a crushing loss. They're not going to Florida this year.
The home team can always win the game. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
A little over 5 minutes to play here in this first round game. Winslow well on its way to winning and moving to the Cross Center in Bangor for the quarterfinals on Wednesday afternoon. Littlefield on a weave now. We'll give it up to Smith. Back to Littlefield. She cuts to the hole. Too hard off the glass. Great move. Just couldn't finish. That's about the only thing she hasn't been able to do today.
She's had a pretty good game.
21 points.
Actually, active
22.
On defense, everything. Yeah.
Another turnover, and the miss by WHOU. Littlefield put back, no. WHOU's put back, no.
3 offensive rebounds in this possession for the Black Raiders.
And meanwhile, the clock ticks away.
4, nope.
And it'll go out of bounds. Finally, it's going to be Caribou ball. I think, by the way, we were talking before the last break about the 4-game session on Friday afternoon starting at 3:30. It is one admission. You can stay for all 4 games. But there is going to be, I think, a little 20-minute break after 2 games. And
get the court cleaned up.
Yeah. I think there's just a little bit of a break between games 2 and 3.
I'll be there for all of them.
Yeah.
I'll be covering some Central Maine teams up in Bangor on Friday night. I'm looking forward to it. One of my favorite weeks of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but it's fun.
There's every team has a story. Every team has many stories to tell. And now Smith gets blocked by Espling. She must have 4 or 5 of those today.
You get to see so many amazing things, Dale. I mean, you've been doing this a lot longer than I have, but like the first Class A state championship game I ever got to ski and cover, Joe Campbell hits the buzzer beater for Bangor to win.
That was your first one you covered?
The first one I covered back in 2001.
All right, here comes Caribou. We're inside of nearing the 3-minute mark here. Here's LeBrecq, and she's going to get fouled.
Of course, Nick Gilpin's half-court heave, or more than half-court heave, for Hamden to beat Lawrence in a regional final a few years back.
I had the good fortune to actually call both of those games. And that Joe Campbell thing, all you got to do is somewhat look at what happened with Duke in the overtime, and it was almost like Joe Campbell. The shot was short, and I forget the name for the Duke guy. The Duke guy put it up at the buzzer to win it by 1. The only difference was Joe Campbell had his back to the basket.
Yeah. Just instinctive.
Put it in.
Zach Ray misses the runner, and Joe Campbell puts it in and puts himself in Maine basketball history. Went on to a fine career at UMaine.
Yeah, he had a very good career. All right, LeBrecq with a couple of them from the foul line here. Makes it a 15-point game, and McCaslin stays at it. A 3-pointer. I'll tell you
That's
what.
a momentum buster.
Off the bench, she has 9 points.
She's been a steady offensive and defensive presence for the Black Raiders coming off the bench. It shows the depth that they have. That Grace Smith can pick up 4 fouls, get in foul trouble, and McCaslin can come in and give them a boost.
Schedule gets whistled for the foul here. Going to send Bodie Littlefield to the line, trying to add to her 22-point day. Now he's got to check here to see exactly. It's only a little after 5, so I don't think it's evening yet. I usually figure 6 o'clock or so is evening,
yeah,
right?
Let's call this a matinee. And it gives Caribou a chance to make, a 4-hour drive home?
Yeah.
You don't want to get home tomorrow.
Yeah, if you started this game even at 6 o'clock, you're out of here at 8-ish. You're past midnight getting back home. So, all right, no luck at the line, but they do get the ball. Littlefield will take a 3 but miss. I'm not keeping the rebounding stats, but I'll tell you right now, Espling's got a double-double. She may be close to a triple-double on blocks.
My colleague Drew Bonifant's here covering the game. I'll check in with him after to see what he's got for stats.
All right, no luck from the floor, but going to get some foul shots here. Morrison gets called for the foul. And Robbins at the line. She's a senior player in there for Coach Brown, getting a chance to play here one more time. 2:32 to play in the game. And the shot is good.
What looks to be her final game, barring a miraculous comeback.
52-35. And Kluge launches 3. Another board.
One of these is going down.
She does not have a 3 today. Here's a good steal there on the pass to the post by Smith. And then they throw it away.
Good idea by Littlefield, just a little too far with the pass.
By the way, I think I'm keeping this somewhat close here, too. I only have, that was Winslow's 5th turnover of the day, only 5.
They've taken much better control of the ball, or care of the ball, I should say.
Inside, Espling turns and shoots, misses. And Littlefield clears. Inside, 2 minutes to go in this one. And Kluge with the jumper and gets it. Got the friendly roll. She's got 15 points. And look at that defense. Roy stepping into the passing lane.
And they won't stop till it says 0-0-0 on that scoreboard.
Looks like Coach Beckwith is going to put some of the other players in here with 1:36 to play. And a 19-point lead. Their student body of Winslow yelling out off to Bangor as Caribou throws it away again.
And, we'll see if their boys can join them tomorrow as they'll be playing Orono here in a prelim game.
Good matchup. I saw the Orono Red Riots there. They lost Saturday afternoon to Old Town. Old Town had to win to bump Belfast out of the number 12 spot just to get down here tomorrow night.
And Belfast need to hit a 3 at the buzzer to beat Mount View to have a shot at it. So
I saw the video of that shot at the
Jason
buzzer.
Bartlett with a shot. And that game means Mount View is going on the road to Mount Desert Island rather than being at home.
Yeah, there you go. Now a foul here as Roy gets tripped up. She'll have a chance to get in the book for the first time.
Roy looks like she might have been shaken up on that foul, but she'll take her shots.
Looking for her first points here today. And she's got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five different players have scored. Mariah Morrison, the starter, is the only one that of the top 6 players that has not got in the book yet. Another one good for
But she's
Smith.
one of those players who what she does for this team doesn't show up in the score. She's out there playing defense, hustling, setting screens, all the stuff that a coach and teammates love. And the bench has been empty for Winslow here.
Sage Kluge is in, WHOU is in.
I see Knight out there now.
Some of these players, like Sage Kluge is a sophomore. WHOU, 23, is a sophomore. And we're down to 35 seconds and counting in this one, as the Black Raiders are going to pick up their 14th win of the year. They'll bring a 14-5 record to Bangor in the quarterfinals. Presque Isle, by the way, an outstanding 15-3 record as the number 3 seed. I'll tell you what, Herman, Waterville, and Presque Isle spent the last 2 weeks of the regular season taking turns being number 1 for a night or two. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, we'll see if Waterville's experience getting to the regional final last year helps them. They've got a very veteran-savvy team that seems to have been building to this season. But there's going to be no pushovers in this regional.
Yeah, Old Town, very good. They're the number 4 seed. Those 4 teams got byes. Now Espling shoots, misses. And we're down to the final few seconds. It's knocked out of bounds. Caribou will get one more possession here.
one meaningless turnover there for Winslow.
And will they get the final shot off? Now we're going to get a foul. At 0.9 seconds left. And Renee Stubbs, a senior, and she'll get a chance to get in the scorebook on a playoff game. She'll get 2 shots.
I know you have to call it.
Yep.
I wish you didn't have to call
I know. And I think they're going to put maybe a little bit more time on the clock. Looks like over there.
It can't be much.
Oh, no. You know what? That's the 5th foul on WHOU.
Okay.
That's what the holdup is. So WHOU fouls out. And Madison Lauer, another sophomore, checks in. To
Less
the
than
Winslow.
a second from getting away with it.
And at the line, Stubbs misses the first one. It's tough on seniors that are playing their last varsity game.
It's a long bus ride home.
Second one is missed, and that'll do it. So the Winslow Black Raiders end up winning this by 21 points. A very convincing win for the Black Raiders as they get ready to take on the Presque Isle Wildcats in the quarterfinals on Friday afternoon. We're going to take a 2-minute break here in our post-game show, and we'll come back and get you the numbers and wrap things up here from Winslow. Black Raiders beat the Vikings here on WHOU.live.
For drivers from Patton to Bangor and everywhere in between, buying from Thornton Brothers is a rewarding experience.
At Affordable Plumbing, we buy all our vans through Thornton Brothers. Not only does it have excellent customer service, but I'm treated like family when I walk through the door.
Get a fresh start with great deals on select new 2019 and 2020 Ram trucks and vans during the Start Something New sales event. Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home health care.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
A lot of happy folks here at Winslow High School because their Black Raiders have won and advanced. That's what it's all about here in the month of February in the state of Maine, huh?
Survive and advance.
Survive and advance. And they kind of more than survived. Frankly, they just, as the afternoon went along, they just put the pedal to the metal more and more. They end up winning at 56-35, and they will get to 14-5. They will be the number 6 seed and will take on number 3 Presque Isle at the Cross Center in Bangor, 3:30 on Friday afternoon. Caribou Vikings will finish the year at 6-13. Here are some of the quick numbers. First of all, for Winslow, how about the day of Bodie Littlefield? 22 points.
She had a big game on a day when Silver Kluge wasn't shooting well. Bodie Littlefield stepped up and put the Black Raiders on her back offensively, made some big plays defensively, and carried them into the next round.
And Silver Kluge, after the slow start, they only had one free throw in the first quarter, ended up with 15 points. McCaslin off the bench had 9. Grace Smith had 8. They turned the ball over just 6 times all day. For Caribou, that turnover thing was part of the. Sometimes you just got to give credit to the defense.
Yeah,
and Winslow's defense.
Everything began and ended with Winslow's defense. Every possession was a grind for Caribou, and it just proved to be too much. You could tell by the middle of the third quarter they were just worn out.
24 turnovers for the Caribou Vikings. Paige Espling will finish her nice career for the Vikings with a 17-point day. She had double-digit rebounds. She had at least a half a dozen block shots as well. And so their season will come to an end, and so too will this broadcast. Travis, thanks very much for
having me, Dale.
Having on. We'll do it again here soon, I'm sure. And Travis Lethargic from the Morning Sentinel, newspaper sports writer. You can read all of his good writing.
We'll have some great coverage of the tournament from start to end at centralmaine.com.
Yeah, you've got a big staff and covering all over the place. Yep. You guys got a lot of teams in this KVAC area.
We have, before the prelims started, about 25 teams that are already in now.
Wow.
You know, with the prelims, we'll get some more that'll punch their tickets to Bangor and Augusta and Portland with some Class B South teams that we have.
Great. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up from here. Again, stay with us here at WHOU.live. We'll have 4 more games streaming starting at 6 o'clock. 3 of them have 6 o'clock start times. One of them is a 7 o'clock start time. And so, for Travis, this is Dale Duff, and for our photographer Ben, and for all the great folks back at Sports Control producing the games, thanks very much. Our final score here again from Winslow. The Black Raiders win it over the Caribou Vikings 56-35. Good afternoon from Winslow.